Good to see you. Thank you for your time, members of the Senate. My name is Jason Durham. Every day, thousands of Ohioans are forced to make a tough decision about their health and wellness. They decide to break the law and get the medicine they need. House Bill 523 aims to address that issue, and while it is a good first step, there are a number of concerns about this bill, and ultimately, it may fail to provide patients with the medicine they need. First, while it is very important to set up a good system of regulation to control access to medical cannabis, it is also important not to make the process overburdensome on a population struggling with health issues already. After this bill is enacted, every patient would need to ask themselves, is it better to deal with the red tape of getting their medicine legally, or whether the black market is still a manageable risk for its ease of access? Furthermore, it does not take, in fact, 2 years of regulations to be in place could mean 2 more years patients have only 2 choices: buy their medicine from a local drug dealer or flee the state. And from the caregiver side of the equation, a rule that mandates a dispensary have a licensed pharmacist on hand is flawed on several fronts.
Sorry, that provision is not in the bill, so
I understand. With entrepreneurs, the resources to cover substantial expenditures, prices for legal cannabis would soar well beyond the prices found on the black market, possibly. And when they can find it illegally at a reduced rate, chances are they will have to take that route. I also like to point out that there's a provision many of us, including myself, feel should be included in the current bill. Currently, 24 states allow for medical cannabis. Patients in those states who hold a valid license for cannabis need to be recognized immediately after this bill is signed into law. Today, those patients, should they wish to visit our wonderful state, become criminals the moment they cross the line with their medicine. Visitors to the Buckeye State who need medical cannabis should not have to worry about being arrested for their needed medicine. This is a common sense measure with no downside. It simply makes life a little easier for our neighbors in Michigan and Pennsylvania. While you consider these issues and you vote on the final bill, even if this bill is far from perfect, it is better than the current system. But I also urge you not to just pass a bill to say you passed a bill. Pass a bill that will help those in need get the medicine they need. It is time for Ohio patients to be able to get their medicine safely and legally. Thank you very much for your time today. I'll now answer any questions if you have any.
Senator Burke.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I certainly appreciate you gentlemen coming back again. As you probably heard earlier, a lot of the concerns that you expressed in your prior appearance have been addressed.
Yes, sir.
The reciprocity issue is also one that's contained in the bill. It's
Okay.
under rules. We certainly want like to be permissive to like, and that could change over time in the state of Ohio and other states as well. That thought's in there as well. And I joked with someone earlier, there's certainly things I don't like in the bill and things I'd rather put in. I imagine there's a lot of people that feel that way, and from what I've heard in the past, they say that's a hallmark of a good bill. So,
Right.
but I'm with you. We can always change the law about an issue that we can never change. So public feedback is always welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Senator Newcomb.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and to Jason, you've been coming around here for a long time with us, and we appreciate your interest and your support. And I think some of the things that we've talked about in the past is whether or not we've made it burdensome for the people, and they're going to opt out for continuing to deal in the black market. But the message I've got from a lot of people is that despite the imperfections that this bill may have in it and will have in it, it is still a far better option for people in the state of Ohio, and most people have told me that they have experienced the black market to date, that they would be much more comfortable if we could pass some serious legislation, which I think we've done by doing a very serious listening tour, working with the members in the House, listening to all the people like you who have shared your knowledge, your experience, and your wish list with us. And we've done everything we possibly can to try to accommodate as many people as we can, and it makes it very, very difficult when every single issue has opinions coming from every different angle that you could possibly imagine, and it makes it very difficult for us to come across with one sentence, with one line, with the elimination or the addition of one single word that may change the intent of that. But please know that the entire body and in the Senate and in the House, we've done our due diligence and our intention to help as many people as we possibly can. But thank you for
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Senator. And to your concerns about veterans and people with limited economic needs, as Senator Burke pointed out, that provision to provide financial assistance has been reinstituted into the bill, so that's also been addressed. But thank you for being here.
Thank you, gentlemen.
I was pointing out that Chuck Calvert told me